Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 22nd of our 30-day live challenge. Today, I want to talk about something that hits straight into the heart, right? And the question is, who is your true friend? And what are the qualities of a true friend? Because if you've ever felt lonely, even with your phone having hundreds of contacts, full of contacts, right? This live is for you. Because in the real world, it's not about the likes. It's not the likes, it's not the comments, it's not the casual hellos that that save your life, right? Or that save you when things are not going good, or when then where life knocks you down. It is it is the true friend that comes for rescue. So picture this, right? You've had the worst day of your life. um your all your plans have fallen apart, your energy is down, and the phone is silent. Who is walking through that door? Who is calling, not to gossip, not to check the box, right? But because they truly care, right? That person is your true friend. He is. So if no one immediately comes to your mind, right, when we are talking about it, then this life might make you think about the people around you and about the kind of friends you have and the kind of friend you are to them, right? So here's a quick story. um, I once went through, I would say, season where life hit me so hard that I could barely get out of bed. And all the friends I thought I had disappeared. But one person didn't ask me to explain anything. They didn't give any advice. They just sat down beside me, and that's it. That presence, I was actually not in a mood to talk, anyways, right? But that presence, without a word, was louder than crowd, any crowd. And that is friendship. That's what we are diving into today, right? That's what we plan to talk about. And why does this matter, right? The reason why this matters is that we are drowning in fake connections today, right? You can have 1,000 friends online, but when the lights go out in your life, right, most will disappear. Most will. But a true friend is like a lifeline that reminds you that you're not alone. Right? That you're not alone, that you're worth standing by. That love doesn't flinch in the storm. Right? Those are the people who remind you of these things. So think about your life, right? Who showed up first when life knocked you down, or when you really needed somebody in your life to stand by your side, right? Who stayed after the noise faded when nobody else was looking, right? And here's the tough one, actually. Did you even notice, right? Or were you too busy with your life plans, and in the excitement or the situation, down by the situation, that you did not even notice their presence? And that's why I said this one is going to touch your heart. Did you even notice them? See, true friends are like diamonds, right? If we don't recognize them, we risk losing the most priceless relationship of our life. We do. So before we move forward, okay, so let's do this. Before we move forward, let's do the grounding ritual, as we normally do in the beginning of our lives. And we are going to call this grounding ritual as feel it now, right? Feel it now. So I request you to close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and take a deep breath in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. Once again. And bring one person who has truly been there for you. One person who has truly been there for you. And remember the exact moment. Maybe they defended you. Maybe they waited in the hospital for you. Maybe they simply texted that I'm here. No explanation needed. Think about them and remember that moment. And now, whisper softly, I honor those who show up with love, and I choose to be that kind of friend to them. And close your eyes again. Take a deep breath and let it out. And keep this sentiment alive for the life today. Right? Feel that gratitude in your heart. Let it sink in, and then continue this feeling of gratefulness of having a friend like this in your life for the rest of the life today, right? So let's look at the core shift that we are looking at here, and that is true friendship is soul recognition. True friendship is soul recognition. A true friend is not just a company, all right? He's not just a company, or she's not a company. They are like your mirror, right? They see the good in you when even you can't see it, right? They accept your mess without judgment, right? They remind you who you are at your core, even if they have to risk their friendship with you. That's what a true friends looks like, right? Those are sort of the qualities, the traits that you can find in a true friend. See, fun friends are easy to find, right? We all know that. But true friends are rare. You actually have to look through your life events, life situations to really figure them out, right? And for that, you have to slow down and then actually reflect back on your life to see who has been where in your life, right? Because true friends are like survivors, right? They survive seasons, they survive distance, they survive the changes that life throws at you. They are survivors. So think of a friend who knows your silent heartbreak, right? Who has who has never used your secrets against you. And that's not casual, right? That's a soul level connection. That's a soul level connection. They are rare to find. So at some point in time, related to your friends, right, you have to you have to come to a point where you start thinking that you need to stop chasing quantity and start nurturing depth, right? Stop chasing quantity and start nurturing depth. And let's take a look at some of the insights that we can gain from today's conversation here today. So, insight number one is loyalty without announcement, right? Because real loyalty of a true friend doesn't need a press release, right? It does not. True friends just show up, period. That's it. They show up. For example, you're in a hospital, right? And 100 people send emojis, but one person shows up, sits by your side, and just quietly takes care of things for you. That's loyalty in action. And we have experienced it in our own life. When our son Pranav was about to take birth, Meenu had some complications that she had to be admitted in the hospital. And it so happened that we have a huge community over here that we call as family, extended family. And obviously, I was in hospital, Meenu was in hospital, and we did not have any help from home because nobody could come from India, and we were the only two. And she had to be in the hospital for a couple of weeks, and I also had to take off time off from my office. It so happened that every day, right, for however long we were in the hospital, every day one of our friends would come to our hospital without us asking for any help. They would come, they would stay, and they would bring lunch, dinner, breakfast. Three times of food was always served to us fresh, no matter what happened. Whether it's raining, whether it's sunshine, or whatever, thunderstorm, does not matter. They would come to us and make us feel at home, even in the hospital. At one point in time, in fact, there got to a point where several people would bring in the food at the same time. So we had a situation once where seven or eight people, I guess, they brought, I think it was dinner. Seven people brought dinner at the same time. Now this was a problem, of course, right? So meaning what did she did was she started making the Excel file, and she has started asking, okay, if you have to bring lunch or dinner, please fill in this Excel file so that we know who is bringing what and what time, so that the food does not get wasted. Of course, that was the idea. But you get the point, right? We did not ask anybody to help us, but everybody was there to help us. That is friendship. And we will forever be grateful for what they did for us in those times. It does not matter, what happens in our life. We will forever be grateful for that action, that that the thing that helped us go through that without any problem, go through that phase. That was true friendship. And that is why I say that this is called loyalty in action, right? So ask yourself this question: are you that kind of a friend for someone? Are you that kind of a friend for someone? Right? Insight number two: gentle truth beats empty praises. Gentle truth beats empty praises. Sorry, I'm having a bad throat today, and that was one of the reasons yesterday also. I wasn't feeling well, and today since morning I'm struggling with this. That's why I couldn't get online today in the morning also when I said that. But excuse me for that. But I had promised that every day I'm going to be online, so I will. So let's look at insight two: gentle truth beats empty praises. So a true friend, like I said earlier also, right, he would risk or she would risk the discomfort to save your soul, right? For example, let's say you're about to make a choice that could wreck your life. Now, a normal situation would be people would not speak. A normal friend would not speak. They'll, this is your life. You do whatever you want. I do whatever I want in my life. Real friend is another story. A real friend doesn't stay silent, right? They say something if they feel something. They say, I love you too much to let this slide. I need to tell you that you are making a mistake, if at all that is a mistake. And they warn you of your actions. They don't sit behind that curtain and let you take the right on the wrong side of the life, and and never worry about it, right? Most of the people want to sit behind that politeness veil, right? They just want to be polite with you. They don't want to hurt you, and therefore they stay quiet. But that's not being a friend. If you really value your friend, if you really truly believe in that friendship, you should not have any problem sharing whatever you want or whatever is in your heart with your friend. If they just walk away, then they walk away. Let them walk away. They never were truly your friends then. If they were, then they will come back. There's a friend of mine, who is here. I have fought with him. Fought means literally had rough exchange of words with him in his house multiple times. He is an emotional guy, and he has asked me just walk out of the house multiple times. I do, but then we are back again, right? I know that he's emotional. He knows that I'm emotional. So we get to a point where we hurt each other, um, but that hurt is always superficial. At the core, we know each other, and we are friends of each other. I don't care what he says to me. If I feel that there's something that I need to share with him, I do, and I'm sure he does the same thing with me. That's why we are still friends. Our kids are friends. So it is all about how you actually feel about a situation or a person, that can actually tell you whether you truly are a friend of that person or you're just an acquaintance, right? Because if truth given with love, I would say, and I feel that truth given with love is actually the highest act of friendship, right? You should be able to say what you feel to the other person. If you have to hide it, and you have to hide it behind being polite, being uh, otherwise you will risk the friendship, you're in a wrong friendship anyways, right? So I want to ask you, are you willing to be that kind of a person? The person who tells the truth, right? Or are you the one who is hiding behind that same thing like politeness while you let the real friendship suffer? Are you that kind of a person? If you are, well, then God save your friendship, because I know you can't. So, insight number 3, let's move on to that. They lift you without trying. A true friend lift you without trying, right? So, have you ever left a conversation feeling lighter, right? Feeling stronger? It's something like more than you, right? Something more you. You became more close to yourself just simply in their presence, right? If you did, then congratulations, because you have just witnessed the qualities or the energy of a true friend. That's the magic of a true friend. They just do this to you, right? For example, a friend who makes you laugh even in your darkest, you know, times of life, or the one who quietly, or whose quiet confidence in you always stays no matter what happens in your life. He keeps you going when even you are ready to quit. So I wanted to ask yourself, right? Do people feel lifted just by seeing you around? Or do they feel drained? If they feel lifted, then you are that kind of a person who is being a true friend, a reflection of a positive energy in their life. If they feel drained, they don't want to be around you, well, then you need to think about how you're projecting your energy around people. So think about this. What kind of energy are you projecting? Is that of a friend, a true friend, or is that of a friend who is just an acquaintance and people want to just get away from them because the energy is draining? Think about that. So let's move on to the soul questions now, right? And I encourage you to deeply reflect on these, and honestly answer these questions, as I always say, right? So, the question number 1 is, who is the friend who can truly, um, who is the friend who has truly stood by you? Who is that friend? Just close your eyes, right? Relive that exact moment that proved it. Who is that friend? Question 2: which quality of friendship matters most to you? Right? Which quality of friendship matters most to you? Because unless you know this, how will you know the people, or how will you appreciate the people, and how will you invite the people who actually hold those qualities? Right? So you must know what you value in order for that value to be appreciated in other people. If you don't even know what you value, people will come in and walk out of your life left and right. And that's what happens in most of the cases, right? We don't know what we value. Therefore, we can't value that value when people show up as them, right? So, what is that quality in friendship that matters most to you? It could be loyalty, right? It could be honesty. It is it the presence, or is it the the encouragement, right? It could be anything. It could be much more than this also. But list out the qualities that you feel matter most to you, right? Because this because this reveals what your heart values most. And any relationship that is based on heart, and I always say that, is always going to be very, very powerful as compared to the relationship established by mind, right? Mind is calculative. Let me tell you this, very calculative. Heart feels it. So get very clear about the qualities that are actually close to your heart, and you will be able to find them in other people once you know them, that you value them. Question number 3: are you someone else's true friend right now? Right? We can talk about are other people your friends, but are you their true friend? And if not, what is that one thing you can do today to change that? Right? What is that one thing that you can do today to change that? It could be anything, right? It could be anything. It could be that you're going to provide proper feedback to that person as and when needed, and as you feel in your heart. It could be that you will start creating a list of people who actually matter in your life. It could be that you'll start creating a list of values that you appreciate and you value, so that you can identify them in other people, because that makes you the person who values those elements, and therefore you embody them, right? So do these 3 questions, with utmost honesty, and you will be able to find what true friendship looks like, and whether you have friends like that or not, and also whether you are a friend like that or not, and then what you have to do in order to become one, right? That's the intent behind these 3 questions. So now let's look at the micro transformation practice that we do every day. And that is, I want you to grab a paper and a pen and write down the name of your true friend, if you have any, right? Write down the name and then list 3 moments where they showed up for you. 3 moments. And write a short note of gratitude for them, right? You don't have to send it, of course, like we did the other unsent letter also. You don't have to send that gratitude letter, but show your gratitude in writing to yourself. So figure out 3 incidents that happened, 3 moments where you truly felt that they showed up for you, right? And then fill it up with gratitude, because you will feel that gratitude when you're writing it. Your heart will tell you. Don't use your mind. Just write, feel it with your heart, and write it. Right? And I'm telling you that this single heartfelt message, right, could actually revive any relationship, any friendship. It can heal the distance, right? Or simply, if nothing, simply make their day, right? That is all. If that's all that you can do in a friend's life, make their day. Be proud of yourself that you did it, right? There are not many things these days that make you feel good. If you are watching news, especially, so be that person. Be the uplifter of the soul in your friend's life. Be the uplifter of their life. Let you be the person who makes a difference, a positive difference in their life, so that they can feel proud of themselves that they have you as their friend. Become that person. It is very easy to just walk away, right? It is very easy to walk away. And that's not, it's not that it's bad. You have the right to walk away. And if you don't like a friendship, do walk away. But what I'm saying is that it's very easy to do that. What is difficult is to stay and make sure that you are a reflection of your true friendship, that you see or you expect to see in the other person. If you're just like any other person, hiding behind the politeness of the world, you will never be able to have a good friend or be a good friend. You have to go past that. You have to go beyond words. I keep on saying this, and I will keep on saying this till the last breath. You have to go beyond the words to really find the gems, like true friend or a true brother or true sister or true relationship, no matter what it is. In order to find the truth, you have to go beyond the veils of words, of actions, and things like that. Because all good things are always on the other side of these walls that we end up building. Okay, so that's a reminder for today, and we are going to end our live at this, because my throat is already not too good, as you can see. So we're going to end it at this. And like I say, I always say, right, if you like these lives, please, thumbs up, like you always do. I know that. Like them, share it with anybody who you think that they probably would need it, right? Share the name, tag the name of someone who will benefit from messages like this, right? And you can visit the Facebook group and the website simplifiedrelations.com to get more information and tools for deeper connection. That's the intent, right? And like I always say at the end, remember the word hope, HOPE. Help one person every day, right? Help one person every day. So let today's person be the friend you acknowledge and thank, right? Think of that friend, acknowledge their presence in your life, and then thank them that they are in your life, that they make your life better, and let them know how it makes your life better, or they make your life better. I am telling you, if you just send this one message to one person, I know it'll feel awkward. Most of the time, people, tell me it feels awkward. Well, let it be awkward. Send that message anyways. Acknowledge people's presence in your life, right? Do that. It is going to make friendship stronger. So let that person be your friend today. And let tomorrow's person be you, right? You showing up as the true friend someone else is praying for, right? Be the true friend for your friends. And let us rest the day on this note. All right. So I'll see you in tomorrow in another live. I wish you good luck and blessings for the day and night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Have a blessed day and a blessed life. All right. And be a true friend and may you always find a true friend in your life. Namaste.